Hey everyone, my name is Jess Gagen. I'm the current Miss Lancashire, and on today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get my day to night look. I'm going to start by talking you through my day look, which really isn't too different from my nighttime look, and hopefully you'll be able to recreate it with some of the products I have used. So I always start off my makeup routine with a heavy duty moisturiser. I like to use Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream to really soak into my skin because I've got naturally really dry skin. And because of that, I try not to wear foundation. So after I've gone in with the Magic Cream, I then use the Wonder Glow to add super glow all to my skin. I don't actually use that much, just a little dab here and there on my face. And then I like to rub this in. And then when this is in, we add to the glowiness even more with a Hollywood Flawless Filter, again by Charlotte Tilbury. I promise you, I am not paid by Charlotte Tilbury, I've just got loads of their stuff. So I like to add this to any high points on my face, which naturally would be a bit more glowy in the sun. And then I take a makeup brush and I blend this out really quickly. And this makeup routine takes me maybe 10 minutes of a morning. It's really easy. So when that is all blended out, you can see how nice and glowy my skin is looking, and I've got no foundation on, which is just fantastic. After this, I take my concealer, which is the NARS Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, and I apply this to any blemishes and under my eyes because I get quite dark eyes, especially at the moment because I am very tired with university starting back up again. And yeah, I think that'll do. I think the rest of my skin looks okay today, which is good. And then I just add this in with my finger. I think it's better to do it with your finger because it's warm and it helps to like melt it into the skin. Now onto brows. I like to use the Beautiful Brows Brow and Lash Tox to begin with. I like to use it on my brows just to separate the hairs because I've got very curly brows naturally, and to be honest with you, if I leave them, they just do whatever they want. So I go in and I use the Brow and Lash Tox, and that kind of helps me shape my brows as well. But again, this is a daytime look, so try to keep it super natural. As you can see, my brows are super light, they kind of disappear almost. And this is them after they've been dyed as well, so definitely gonna have to add a little bit more dye before the Miss England final. After I've used the Brow and Lash Tox, I then go in with the Beautiful Brows Pro Duo Brow Definer, which is really good. The spoolie on it really grabs all of the hairs. So this really puts them into place before I decide to go and define them. But look, already it just looks so much better. Every single hair is where it's meant to be, which is absolutely fantastic. After this, I go in with the light brown, medium brown shade that they've given me. See if I can get it open. And because this is a supernatural look, I try to use the light shade at this section of my brow and the dark shade on this section of my brow. Nobody's told me to do that, it's just what I do. So as you can see, the colours have added a lot of definition to my brows, so I like to give them one last brush with the amazing spoolie, and this really settles all of the powder into place. And by the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, I have brows, which is fantastic. After I've done my brows, I like to let them rest for a bit and I move on to my lips. Recently, I have been using the Refi Lip Sculpt in shade Taupe, which is absolutely fantastic. I like to use the colour to just outline the sides of my lips, which I will do now. So I've outlined the sides of my lips, and then I go in with Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, just in the middle. And then after this, I go back in with the Refi Sculpt, which is absolutely fantastic, if you ask me. It really keeps your lips in place. Then after this, it's onto cheeks. I like to add a little bit of a pink glow. I feel like it adds youth. So again, been using some Refi stuff. This is the Rose Cream Blush, and I just like to take a little tiny bit on my finger and add it to my cheeks. Not that much because I feel like it is easy to over apply this product, but I take a little bit onto my cheeks like so, and then I go back in with the refined brush and I just blend that out really, really fast, like so. After this, I like to set the tiny bit of makeup that I've got on with the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not actually sure what powder this is because that's the back of it, but it's a really finely milled powder and it looks like that. So either way, I just go in mostly under my eyes, like so, anywhere where my makeup's gonna crease basically. So I go here, I go here, and then I actually bring it down here as well because I feel like I get quite greasy skin there. So that's where I apply my powder. Sometimes as well on my head. I like the glowiness, but there's a difference between the glow and the shine. And then finally I go in with mascara. And again, it's Charlotte Tilbury. It's Legendary Lashes. And when I do my mascara, because I have white eyelashes, I need to get right into the root. And the way that I do that is I look up and then I kind of do this kind of zigzaggy motion, like so. I'm not sure the best way to describe that, but you guys will be able to see the incredible difference that it makes to me because I've got such fair hairs. So straight away, I mean, look at the difference, it's crazy. And there we go, that is my daily makeup routine. Now, I am a believer that beauty should be enhanced, not covered, and that's what makeup should be for. So when I'm going on a night out, I don't actually wear much more makeup than what I've already got on. There's two major differences that I make when I'm going on a night out, and they are both to do with my eyes. I like to add an eyeliner flick, and I like to add a little bit of eyeshadow, and I'll show you what I do right now. So firstly, I'm not sure whether this is the way to do things, I go in with the eyeliner. So as you can see, there really isn't too much of a difference there, but it almost makes it look from a distance like I'm wearing false lashes. So that is my intention. After this, I go in usually with a gold toned colour eyeshadow. This is another Charlotte Tilbury product. It is the Easy Eye Palette for the Charlotte Darling look. And I usually just go in with the lightest colour because obviously I'm very fair, and I just dab it onto my lids like so. It's very pigmented, so you don't actually need that much. Now, after the eyeshadow has been blended properly, just with my finger, I actually like to go back in with Beautiful Brows, and that's because the light colour really looks good in my crease and I want to look still super natural even though I've put in a little bit more effort. So all I do is I take a little bit with, I'm not sure what kind of brush this is, I then go in like this and I just kind of follow the shape of my lid. I'm really nothing fantastic when it comes to makeup, and I'm only going in with the light colour as well. And then after this, I just try to blend out the best that I can. And then a final thing which makes my nighttime look different from my daytime look is I like to add a little bit of contour. Now, I can't actually show you this contour because it's smashed, but it's another Charlotte Tilbury one. And I like to go in, not with a lot, and I actually don't apply contour from up here because you wouldn't naturally get shadow on your cheek there. I like to follow the natural lines of my face, and as you can see, I kind of get little dents like here and here, so that's where I add my contour, and I just suck in my cheeks like this. And then I just blend out. I usually go back in with this brush to blend it out because we really don't want to look like we're wearing too much makeup. As I say, my whole thing with makeup is about looking to enhance rather than to cover. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So let me just take off my little towel wrap. And there we have it. That is my day to night look. Thanks to Beautiful Brows for sending the products. I've been using them for the past few weeks. They are super lovely and fantastic. So definitely get yourself some if you can. And thank you for watching this video.